I never started out to have a company making pet food. I'm an accidental dog food entrepreneur. Want to try a little bite? Come here, honey. There's Mommy and Chewy. When I rescued Chewy in 1998, he was a severely sick pup. And the vet that I had at the time suggested I look into a raw meat diet. As I did further research, I realized that there wasn't anything like that available on the market. So I started making my own food for them in my kitchen, and that's how it really began. They probably wondered where I was coming from when I would come home with these big bags of meat, bones, and they were like, where was I finding that? Then I would put it all together with organic fruits and vegetables that would simulate how they might have eaten in the wild. It wouldn't have been cooked. I mean, dogs don't have thumbs. They can't start fires. And once I started feeding Stella and Chewy this way, Chewy had a remarkable recovery. I mean, it was within months, seeing him thrive and recover on this kind of a diet. I realized that other people would probably want to feed this way if they only knew about it. That's when I decided to do it myself. I would gather up all the orders for the week, and I would hail a cab, and I would do my deliveries out of the back of a taxi. Stella and Chewy lived to be about 17, and then when they passed away, we adopted Tommy, and my son took one look at him and said, "But I wanted a cat." I believe that how you feed your pet is the most direct way to affect his or her health, and we are 100% committed to providing the freshest, most nutritious, healthful food for pets.
From the beginning, we have always felt that beyond unconditional love, the best way you can show your pet how much you care about them is through great nutrition. For the last 15 years, we have been focused on providing best-in-class nutrition for pets with an emphasis on convenience, palatability, and food safety. Looking at both of our companies, we have a lot in common. At the heart of both of our missions is a shared passion to offer superior pet nutrition to allow pets and pet parents to live happier lives together.
Who doesn't love their pets? Americans spent nearly $70 billion on them last year. Inspired by her rescue dogs, Marie Moody started what is now a popular food company.
I always loved animals. When I started this, I didn't know it would look like this.
Marie Moody founded Stella and Chewy's in 2003, a pet food company she named after her two rescue dogs. The idea came to her after receiving devastating news from her vet.
Chewy was like one of those once-in-a-lifetime dogs, your soulmate dog. When I first got Chewy, I was working in the fashion industry, and he was sick, and the vet said, "This dog's not gonna make it." And I sort of had this epiphany. I started doing research on pet food because even though we've domesticated them, their DNA is still like 99.9% wolf. It made a lot of sense to go back to how they used to eat in the wild.
Marie went back to the basics. She fed Chewy a raw food diet, meat, fish, and vegetables.
How did Chewy respond?
He got 100% better. Not even slightly, but 100% better. And he lived to be almost 17.
When did you realize, okay, this is something that other people want?
I think I started to realize that when I saw how much better Chewy got. I felt like if you really love your dog, the single most important thing you can do is to feed it a high-quality diet.
She spent 6 months drafting a business plan, drained her savings account, and launched her new company in her New York City kitchen.
What were the early days like?
I had like freezers, industrial freezers in my living room for like 4 years. In the beginning, I delivered it by taxi, but I did eventually get a used minivan and turn that into a delivery vehicle.
So when the used minivan came, you were like, we've really made it.
This is the greatest day.
Producing healthy pet food proved a smart business move. Sales took off, and soon Marie's kitchen-run business needed a new base. She moved Stella and Chewy's headquarters to her hometown, Milwaukee, where 300 employees now work, and where Bring Your Best Friend to Work Day is every day.
This makes it a pretty fun place to work.
Yes, and you can see who's the ones that are motivated by food.
The pet food is made from raw meats and organic vegetables and freeze-dried, all done in the factory next to the office.
And this is where all the Stella and Chewy magic happens.
This is it.
In 2010, Marie stepped down as CEO of her company, but remains chairwoman.
Talk to me about that transition and why it was so important.
I think a lot of people have difficulty sort of giving up titles or delegating, and that's never been an issue for me.
And part of it was so that you could spend more time with your son.
By the time I was able to step back from the business a little bit was when he was really going into first grade, second grade, third grade.
Do you have advice for other women who are starting their own companies?
I think it's about, you have to really want it. I mean, for me, I felt like I really didn't have a choice. Like I had to do this, I wanted to do this.
Her determination paid off. Today, Stella & Chewy's is sold in 5,000 stores nationwide, and it's now a multi-million-dollar pet food company.
This is a great industry to be a part of because it's a really happy industry, right? Like people love their dogs.
What do you think it takes to be a good boss?
I think if I had to say, I mean, certainly some degree of compassion and empathy while also being very strategic and able to drive your team.
So get this, last year the pet food industry grew 3 times as fast as the packaged food industry, so it's a good place to be. And those dogs in the office are having a blast. They like the treats. And also the owners, it was kind of like therapeutic in there. Everybody was calm. We should get a dog around here. Great idea.
What a great,
Sunny.
write that down.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thanks, Jenna.
That's inspiring. I like that.
Hi there, Madeline here with Stella & Chewy's. Are you looking for great raw nutrition? Look no further than Stella & Chewy's frozen raw patties and morsels. They're a complete, balanced meal featuring meat, and more meat. Plus, organic fruits and veggies. Everything a dog needs full of raw meat your dog will go crazy for. Sound good? They are grain-free and gluten-free, containing 90 to 95% meat, organs, and bone. We never use any ingredients from China. Our raw frozen food comes in many recipes, including several with single-source animal proteins. Our small batch recipes are made in our own USA kitchen. They are available in patties and morsels. These frozen foods are completely raw, totally uncooked, as a dog would eat in the wild. Because dogs don't have thumbs to cook. Raw food is easy for dogs to digest and helps provide important nutrients to keep your dog looking good and feeling energetic for all of the important things they do each day. Our frozen food undergoes our patented HPP food safety process to remove harmful bacteria. When it comes to feeding time, just follow the instructions on the back of the bag or check our website for our feeding calculator. You should remove the portion you plan on feeding for a meal 8 hours in advance from the freezer and place it in a covered container in your refrigerator to de-thaw. You should never microwave our food. When it's time to serve, take the food for that meal from the refrigerator and place it in your dog's bowl. Our frozen morsels minimize the time needed to thaw before serving. Measure your pet's meal portion when frozen and the product will thaw in minutes. Raw frozen offers a more economical way to feed raw and ensure your dog is getting a safe, complete, and balanced meal. Also, be sure to look for our raw frozen loyalty program when visiting your neighborhood pet store that carries our food. You'll get a free bag for every 12 bags you purchase. Interested in a raw food diet made easy? I'm Madeline, here to tell you about Stella & Chewy's freeze-dried raw patties. Freeze-dried patties make feeding raw easy and convenient. There's no need for freezers, refrigerators, or thawing. Simply grab a bag and serve. Feeding raw is great for your dog's energy and vitality. These patties are full of raw meat, making for a mealtime your dog will love. Our patties are made with only the best ingredients, such as grass-fed beef, cage-free chicken, and organic fruits and veggies. Stella & Chewy's never uses any ingredients from China. These patties undergo our patented HPP food safety process to remove harmful bacteria. These patties are a complete and balanced meal. No need to add anything else. They are grain-free and gluten-free. Our recipes contain 90 to 95% meat, organs, and bone, modeled after what dogs ate in the wild. Our small batch recipes are made in our own USA kitchen and offer limited ingredient diets, many with single-source animal proteins. You like meat, right? Having just one animal protein source in a recipe is a great way to help your dog avoid ingredients they are sensitive or allergic to. No need to scratch, Stella. Here's some dandy lamb. Our freeze-dried patties are not cooked and minimally processed. They're just great raw nutrition made super easy to serve. When it comes to feeding time, you can use the back of our bag or the feeding calculator on our website to determine the right amount for your dog's mealtime. Simply place whole, break up, or crumble the patties into a bowl. You can also add cool or warm water. This is a great way to keep your dog hydrated. As you can see, our freeze-dried patties make mealtime exciting. They also offer a complete and balanced meal with raw nutrition that's hard to beat. Feed the good stuff.
Is your dog's everyday mealtime a little too everyday? Turn it into everyday awesome by topping with Stella and Chewy's meal mixers and kickstarting your kibble. Our mixers pack the raw meat punch to excite picky eaters and dogs who've become bored with their kibble. Plus, it contains great raw nutrition. Meal mixers are 95% meat, organs, and bone. They are grain-free and gluten-free, containing just what dogs love. Don't you want more meat in your food, buddy? Our mixers come in many great recipes featuring only the best ingredients, such as grass-fed beef, cage-free chicken, and organic fruits and veggies. We never use any ingredients from China. We also have our line of meal mixer super blends. These contain the same pieces of freeze-dried meat plus pieces of superfoods, freeze-dried bananas, strawberries, and blueberries. Depending on the size of your dog, you can mix in 1, 2, or more scoops each day. Simply scoop, mix, and serve for a great topper to kickstart your kibble. Make mealtime exciting and nutritious. Your dog will think you're pretty awesome.
Hello, I'm Madeline. I know you all go above and beyond for your dogs. Finally, there is a kibble that is as good for your dog as you are. Stella and Chewy's raw blend and raw coated kibble is gently baked with every kibble piece, then coated in our freeze-dried raw. We believe getting any amount of raw in a dog's diet is great for them. You're raw coated, and you're raw coated, and you're raw coated. Our raw blend line then adds in pieces of freeze-dried raw too. Our kibble recipes are grain-free, potato-free, high in meat, and low in carbs. They are brimming with protein, taste, nutrition, and of course, all include the magic of real raw nutrition. Unlike almost all kibble that is extruded at very high temperatures, we gently bake all of our kibble one small batch at a time. Baking ensures a less processed food that is easily digestible, highly nutritious, and great tasting. We only use premium meats that are grass-fed, cage-free, or wild-caught, and we never use any ingredients from China. Our raw blend features raw coated kibble made with a blend of exotic proteins. We then add pieces of our raw freeze-dried meal mixers. For those feeding our meal mixers and a kibble, this provides a great all-in-one solution. Hooray! Our raw coated offers premium proteins and more recipe choices, including a small breed recipe. Every piece of kibble in our raw blend and raw coated is coated in raw, making for a taste that will drive your dog wild. When you're ready for mealtime, you can use the back of our bag or the feeding calculator on our website to determine the right amount for your dog's meal. Simply scoop and serve.
Hi there, I'm Amanda here to tell you about Stella and Chewy's 2 lines of raw cat food. Cats are obligate carnivores and thrive on meat. That's why we make our recipes with 98% meat, organs, and bone. This raw meat taste will have your cat running for mealtime instead of ignoring their food bowl. We make raw, frozen, and freeze-dried cat food. Raw food is easier to digest, helps produce a vibrant coat, healthy teeth, and better energy and vitality. Just look at her go! Our small batch recipes are grain-free and gluten-free, made in our own USA kitchen, and we never use any ingredients from China. All of our food undergoes our patented HPP food safety process to remove harmful bacteria. When it comes to feeding time, you can use the back of our bag or the feeding calculator on our website to determine the right amount for your cat's mealtime. For our frozen morsels, measure your pet's meal portion when frozen and the product will thaw in minutes. You should never microwave our food. Our raw frozen offers a more economical way to feed raw and ensure your cat is getting a safe, complete, and balanced meal. For feeding our freeze-dried, simply scoop into your cat's bowl and add cool or warm water. We always recommend adding water as mealtime is a critical time to help keep your cat hydrated. Since we know some cats are picky eaters, but not you, Murphy, we have a product satisfaction guarantee that allows you to return or exchange our cat food to the retailer if your cat doesn't love it.
Now, let's review a little bit of what we just went over and some main takeaways for this session. To the right, you will see a nutrition pyramid, which breaks down different types of pet food offered in today's marketplace. At Stella & Chewy's, we passionately believe a less processed diet is best, as well as more meat is better. We develop all of our product offerings with this philosophy in mind and believe as a result, our products sit at the top of the nutrition pyramid. Our dinners and treats for dogs and cats are crafted in the USA with the world's finest ingredients. We go to great lengths to get premium sourced ingredients to include in our recipes, and we are proud to state that nothing is ever sourced from China. We only use the good stuff: grass-fed beef, cage-free chicken, and wild-caught fish proteins. 100% organic fruits and vegetables, and enhance our diets with added probiotics and antioxidants. We stay away from grains and glutens and never add hormones or antibiotics. And of course, nothing from China. Take a look at our family of products. We have a wide variety of dinners and treats that offer best-in-class nutrition for all dogs and cats. At our core are raw diets, but we have added unique and special kibble and wet food as well.
Time to get the food from the freezer.
Our frozen raw food is never cooked and 100% natural. Our raw frozen line is pure and a great economical way to feed raw. Dinners are 90 to 95% meat, organs, and bone, exactly how nature intended. We have a wide variety of recipes to choose from with several single-source animal protein options available. Our raw frozen comes in 4 different sizes: 12 and 6-pound bags with our large 8-ounce patties, 3-pound bags with our smaller 1.5-ounce patties, and a 4-pound bag with our quick thawing frozen morsels, making raw feeding more convenient. With all the same benefits as our frozen recipes for dogs, our frozen dinner morsels for cats are also never cooked and are 98% meat, organs, and bone. These quick thawing morsels are an economical and safe way to feed raw. Stella & Chewy's freeze-dried raw dinners are the exact same recipe as our frozen raw dinners, except the moisture has been removed, allowing them to be shelf-stable and the most convenient way to feed raw. With one easy scoop of meal mixers, you can turn a dog's everyday mealtime into awesome raw nutrition. With recipes that are 95% meat, organs, and bone, it's a great way to entice picky eaters and kickstart dogs' kibble.
Chicken and organic fruits and vegetables. I said organic. I thought it was for the blooper.
This blend of freeze-dried raw nutrition packs all the same benefits as meal mixers, but adds chunks of freeze-dried nutrient-rich superfoods like strawberries, blueberries, and bananas. Stella & Chewy's freeze-dried dinners for cats are 100% complete and balanced and have 98% meat, organs, and bone. And they have been specifically formulated for cats' nutritional needs with enhanced probiotics and taurine. Our oven-baked kibble delivers high-protein, grain-free nutrition that is coated in our irresistible freeze-dried raw. By gently oven baking one small batch at a time, we ensure less processed food that is easily digestible, highly nutritious, and great tasting. These dinners are a special combination of pure raw nutrition and great taste that dogs go wild for. Our raw blend recipes deliver a unique combination to fuel your pet's wild side. We start with our gently baked, protein-rich, grain-free kibble coated with our freeze-dried raw, then we mix in whole pieces of freeze-dried raw meat. This is a great tasting, high-protein diet with the power and taste of raw in every bite.
Hello, I'm Madeline, and oh, no, see, already messed it up. Raw, coated, poof, ta-da! All-in-one solution.
Thank you for watching and learning more about our brand. We are very excited to partner with Pet Club and grow our business together. Feel free to reach out to the contact information below if you need more clarification on any products.